Okay, so I figured I'd do something completely different. Something that generally I don't do. But I figured that, you know what, this is my podcast. This is something that I want to do, and this is something that I want to get off my chest. And the biggest thing that we're going to be talking about today is insecurities and what it feels like to have insecurities as a game developer. That's something I don't think anybody in the YouTube space or even online ever really talk about. And it's something very important to me.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ghost from ghostmusic.com, and you're listening to the Dev Room Podcast, where we discuss everything and anything dev related. Right before we get to the show, let's hear from our sponsors. If you like the Dev Room Podcast, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Ghost's Music, as well as like, subscribe, and comment to show your support. Thank you.
Let's just dive into it. So one of the biggest insecurities that I have is not being able to find my own voice within video games. You know, something that I'm creating or something that I'm thinking about or something that I'm trying to put into context to make my game the what I want it to be. And I really have thought about it over and over again. And I just, it's something that is super passionate to me, but I really can't always contextualize the what I want it to be. So it eats at me. Most of the time I think about it and I'm always sitting in my room scribbling things down, writing things down in my notepad, and I'm thinking of a full scale idea or plan of something that I'm trying to convey, and most of the time it doesn't go well. And that's when I take out my little friend Ducky, and I'll sit here and have a conversation with him and, sit there and be like, hey, Ducky, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to make this game? Well, if I do A, B, C, maybe D, E, F will come from it. But most of the time, it really doesn't. And Ducky looks at me with his cute little face. And I'm just like, I love you, Ducky. But no, in all actuality, yes, it's a huge insecurity of mine where I'm trying to do anything, even making this very podcast. Sometimes I come up with ideas and things don't work well, and then I'm just like, well, let me scrap it. And then my perfectionism starts to rear its little ugly head, and it makes things a lot harder because I don't feel that any of the stuff that I do is perfect, and I want to scrap it, start over, and it kind of kicks me in the ass and makes me want to do something even better. But my insecurity is my insecurity, and it's something that, on a daily basis I usually fight, usually lose, and come up with something like this where we have a back and forth conversation, something that is random that I think about like in 3 a.m, which it is, and I put it all together, package it in a pretty bow, and try to do my best to get it out. But most of the time I deal with it because the insecurity rears its ugly head, and it sometimes feels like depression, but it really is not. But again, it's my demon and my thing I have to fight. So yeah, my insecurity, don't always find a way that I can contextualize things and put it all together and be able to create the things that I want to create in the way that I would like to create them. So I kind of fight back and forth and try to figure out something that I can do to make things better just for you guys. But let me know what your biggest insecurity as a game developer is. Feel free to lay that in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.